So, one thing I've noticed is how helpful it is to do things, and how important it is to do things that it doesn't matter. All the validation parts of it don't matter. The thing is so good that you don't need pay or you don't need all that. So like detox. Even if it does end up becoming some video documentation, some means, a curriculum or something to get us off our education bent, it's a very healthy thing to do. I mean, and I don't see it changing being healthy unless we get so good at it that none of us notice it or need it. But talking to yourself daily and asking yourself, what you're doing, what you're noticing, whether or not all the other benefits pan out, I think it's something people need, so that's good. And so along those lines, thinking of, doing things that matter to you. So thinking the same with putting these on YouTube. Maybe nobody will ever look at them. Great, fine. I'll be actually glad about that, which is a stupid thing to say. But what has come of it is, because I'm not really, I don't feel like I'm a tech-savvy person, to say the least. But now that I'm dabbling more in it, and YouTube is changing as well and becoming more user-friendly. So this morning I was thinking about, the 1,000+ videos we have on here and how I remember them, almost all of them. But there are specific ones that replay in my head over and over. And now that I understand what playlist is, and now that the video editing is right there on YouTube, I was imagining this morning what it might be helpful to people, to share the videos that replay in my head daily, because they are very powerful. And I keep hearing people saying, student voice, we need to hear student voice. Well, I hear student voice in my head every day, from the 1,000 videos, from interacting with them daily, but from the 1,000 videos. So, and that just reemphasizes how important it is to keep freeing up spaces where people feel like they can talk without needing a grade for talking and without being judged for talking. So anyway, I'm excited to maybe over break, I'm gonna tackle those 1,000 videos and start a playlist of the ones that I hear in my head every day. Because I used to do I can't remember what it was called, but it would cut down the video to a snippet. Oh, it was called Snippet. But then I would go back later and see them on a blog or someplace, and it would have died, or it didn't really take you to that short section. So thank you, YouTube, for the edit section, and that I've dabbled enough about that I know what a playlist is. Also, noticing and reinforcing in my brain the why, the Simon Sinek why, and why you're doing something really matters. I guess it does go back to the detox, that if you're trying to have a conversation with yourself and get better at being yourself, nothing else matters. It's a nice benefit, and it's great if it happens, but that helps the persistence, that grit happen. So Zappos yesterday, I feel like it was a really good conversation, and got excited afterwards and shared it with people. And I've been doing this lately. I love tech in that regard. I'll send text message to several different people just to see who responds first and how different people respond. And so I sent to a bunch of different people how I felt like I had an excellent conversation with Zappos, And it's just curious, people's responses, who responded with, questions about money, or questions about what exactly does that mean, or just ones that just are like, who? Great, because at the end of the day, to me, Tamara and Connie, two incredible people. Talk to Connie most, and she's a mom. I feel like I connected to her. I do love what Zappos is doing. I feel like I've connected with them now, and hopefully the movement they're trying to do, they can benefit from what we've learned and done bad and learned from, as well as we can learn from them. So I guess I started people wondering about all the times that I say things are so good. And am I just bowling through life or ditzy? And I really think it's healthy to see the good in things. And I do believe there's good in everything. And so it wasn't like I even was looking for the good afterwards. It just, connections are incredible. And I felt like we connected, and that's it. If that's all that happens, the fact that we connected, a very excellent combo with Zappos, So I'm hoping the self-conversation and the community conversation frees more people up to feel this way, because it's extremely exhilarating. And I hear Ray speak in my head about that he's been to the wilderness and he has a responsibility now. I feel that way with kids. And then the TED I listened to last night, I can't remember her name, but she was talking about how she feels. She says she has the most exhilarating job, but also that makes her feel incredibly responsible. And I guess I feel that way. I can't believe the connections and how clearly I can see how good life is, and how incredibly good people are. And the ones that we think are the worst are just screaming out the loudest. Very excited again today to try to help create more spaces of permission for people to be.